Hey, Habs fans, are you feeling a surge of strategic excitement mixed with a sense of urgency right now? What if I told you that amidst a mounting pile of injuries threatening to derail the Montreal Canadiens' 2025-26 season, insider Ryan Snow from Hockey Buzz has pinpointed one player, and one player only, as a must-make trade target for GM Kent Hughes? Ryan O'Reilly, the elite two-way center from the Nashville Predators. With this ultra-recent analysis published on November 19th, 2025, O'Reilly is hailed as a cultural and tactical missing piece for Martin's St. Louis squad. Today, we're diving deep into this compelling rumor, exploring O'Reilly's potential to stabilize the Habs, dissecting the cost of such a move, and debating if this is the one trade worth breaking the bank for. Let's unpack this critical scenario and see if Hughes can secure the veteran anchor we desperately need. Let's set the stage with the pressing news that's stirring the NHL trade market. The Canadiens, off to a promising 3-1-0 start in the 2025-26 season after a playoff return last year, are now grappling with a wave of injuries that could jeopardize their momentum, testing their depth behind stars like Nick Suzuki. With over $38 million in projected cap space for 2026-27 after shedding Carey Price's contract, Hughes has financial room to address urgent needs. Enter Ryan O'Reilly, the 34-year-old center for Predators, who is singled out in Snow's analysis as the sole trade target worth pursuing, elevated above other names with the emphatic statement, "If the Habs would make a move, I'd really go for Ryan O'Reilly." Amid Nashville's struggles, this could be the moment to strike for a player deemed essential to Montreal's structure. Now, let's dive into why Ryan O'Reilly is positioned as the ultimate fit for Canadiens, a player who could transform our roster on both ends of the ice. Described by Snow as one of the best two-way centers in the game, O'Reilly offers reliable offense with a consistent 55 to 65 points per season, ensuring guaranteed scoring depth rather than speculative upside. Defensively, despite a career minus, 23 rating attributed to play on weaker teams like Colorado, Buffalo, and now Nashville, his reliability in his own zone is elite, providing a backbone for a Habs team needing stability amid injuries. His presence would ease pressure on Jake Evans and Suzuki, allowing for better matchup balance as St. Louis could trust O'Reilly in critical defensive situations. For the analysis, a tactical game changer for a squad seeking structure. Let's imagine O'Reilly's impact on Montreal's lineup, especially as injuries test our depth. Slotting him as a second or third line center alongside talents like Ivan Demidov or Patrick Lane would create a balanced unit, leveraging O'Reilly's playmaking and defensive acumen to support offensive creativity while covering for banged-up players. Picture him stepping into key defensive zone faceoffs, boasting a career 55.7% win rate, currently at 56.4%, and winning crucial draws late in games as a left-handed shot, complementing the right-handed Evans for St. Louis late-game strategies. Beyond stats, his leadership as a former Blues captain, Stanley Cup winner in 2019, and alternate captain elsewhere brings invaluable playoff experience to mentor a young Habs core. Under St. Louis' system, O'Reilly could be the steadying force to weather this injury storm. Of course, acquiring O'Reilly is without cost or debate, though the insider's conviction mitigates some hesitation. Snow acknowledges the price won't be cheap, estimating a high draft pick and prospect as the likely ask, potentially a second-rounder in 2026, and a mid-tier name like Owen Beck, which could sting for a rebuilding team. However, the analysis insists it's honestly worth it for a player of O'Reilly's caliber, especially at a manageable $4.5 million annual cap hit through 2026-27, fitting Hughes' fiscal prudence. The risk lies in O'Reilly's age, 34, with potential decline looming, though his consistent production and two-way reliability lower the gamble compared to flashier, pricier targets. Nashville's seller status amid their poor start enhances feasibility, but competition from other teams could drive up costs. This isn't a low-risk move, but it's framed as the safest high-impact option. Let's dig into the intangible value and broader implications that make O'Reilly stand out. Beyond his on-ice contributions, Snow emphasizes two priceless qualities: leadership and face-off dominance. As a proven leader with a cup ring and captaincy experience, O'Reilly could shape the Habs' young locker room culture, guiding prospects like Michael Hage or Uri Slavkovsky through adversity like the current injury wave. His face-off artistry, especially as a lefty, offers St. Louis tactical flexibility in clutch moments, addressing a specific roster gap. If landed, O'Reilly's addition would signal Hughes' intent to balance immediate stability with long-term growth, not just patching holes, but building a winning identity alongside Suzuki and Caulfield. For Nashville, trading him aligns or retool, making this a plausible deal if the price aligns. As we wrap this up, I'm brimming with conviction over the prospect of Ryan O'Reilly joining the Canadiens, a move that could anchor us through injuries and beyond, even as the trade cost gives slight pause. This trade rumor, targeting an elite two-way center from Nashville to bring stability and leadership to Montreal, feels like the one undeniable play for Kent Hughes, as Snow passionately argues. O'Reilly's consistent scoring, defensive reliability, face-off dominance, and playoff pedigree could be the cultural and tactical solution to elevate our roster, while his $4.5 million cap hit keeps the risk manageable. Whether this materializes or remains compelling, it's a reminder that the Habs are poised for targeted moves to weather storms and chase greatness. For now, the speculation keeps the hope alive as we await Hughes' decisive action. So, Habs Nation, I'm turning this over to you. Would you support Kent Hughes trading a high draft pick and a prospect for Ryan O'Reilly, believing he's a two-way leader Martin St. Louis needs right now? Or should we hold off and trust our current depth through these injuries? Drop your passionate opinions and cautious thoughts in the comments. I'm eager to see if this rumor ignites the same sense of urgency and belief in you as it does in me. And if the thought of O'Reilly in blue, Blanc et Rouge has you pumped, hit that like button to show your support. Let's keep this conversation roaring as we watch the Habs chase greatness in 2025 to 26. Until next time, keep believing in Bleed Blue, Blanc et Rouge.